Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'll put this one here. I'll just give you a lapel mic. Would that be okay?
Well, I was thinking about this because there's actually nothing coming through that channel. So it's got to
okay.
get to my microphone, which
Okay.
I don't know if this will work. I'm going to try something.
Okay, so you don't have to really exercise because of us. You guys do a problem like two.
That won't go. The idea in theory was kind of there.
Did you need the other adapter?
No,
Oh, no.
no, because
Okay, that wouldn't work anyway. I said I have the other adapter that goes. That will run this to get through.
yeah, because this would have to go
Oh, I see. You'd like to split it?
here, but I'd have to go through there still. Otherwise, it'd be no use.
Oh, do you need a splitter coming off of this one?
That'd be probably the way to have to do it.
I have a splitter,
But if you have,
I think it works.
do you just have a clip mic?
but I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I have it all ready to go. So
Then that would work.
then you won't have to worry about it all. You want to clip it away, whatever you want to do. I already
Yep.
have it.
Let's
I already
do
have
it
it
that
tested.
way.
It's done.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So if you just want to do that,
Good.
it'd be awesome. You can just ditch our cable and back up, right?
Yep. Hey, at least you have it. I mean,
We should try. Over time.
Washington doesn't have a backup at all.
I know.
on
It's
it,
just
so it's just kind of.
we just try. You know what I mean? Like so we have a Sennheiser one, the Electrosonics one, and so we just try to give it our best shot. And,
Perfect.
Yep, it's already turned on. I'm gonna put in a fresh battery. Dial's already set, so I already tested it out.
Mute there.
If you want to, you can just let her fly. If you want to hit the mute, you can. And so,
I'd just be afraid of saying something. I don't usually swear or anything, but
we get a couple of radio announcers that get to be a little colorful.
if the game ends up being one of those like 30 to 28, though, that's when I get a little restless. I'm like, oh, come on.
We had a couple of that got a little colorful in the beginning, and using the F-bombs and a couple of them. And, that doesn't go over too.
Yeah,
And
no.
we're grateful that we have radio, but
It's when you
starts
usually
to-
get off air. It's when you go, oh. You know?
Yeah,
I have my wife running the game for me too, so she'll probably be talking to me during breaks. You hear me start talking about what we're doing for dinner? That's what's going on. It's my wife.
We got you. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you. Yep. Can't go wrong.
Please pay proper respect to our flag. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem.
All right, let's go. Cut out of this. Let's get rolling.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Peterson. Let me introduce you to the 2018 basketball cheer squad.
Emma DeVos, junior.
Samantha Van Dusen, sophomore.
Sage Jensen, sophomore.
Michaela Hine, junior.
Shelby Specht, junior.
Madison Hine, junior.
Kamora Miller, sophomore.
Brianna Demaris, freshman.
The regular season is winding on down, and tonight a huge battle in Class AA girls as number 4 O'Gorman comes to Harrisburg to battle the number 5 ranked Harrisburg Tigers. Welcome everyone to high school basketball on ESPN 99.1. I'm Jerry Paleschi. Thanks for joining us here on this Tuesday night. The Sioux Falls O'Gorman Lady Knights enter tonight's game 13-5 overall and winners of their last 6 contests. They are coming off a win over Mitchell 57-37 back on February 17th, and for Ken Colesrud and his squad, just 2 games left of their regular season. They get Harrisburg tonight, and then they move on to take on Washington on Friday before what would be a week break in the round of 16. On the other side for the Harrisburg Tigers, also 13-5 this season, however struggling in their last 2 outings, losing to Aberdeen Central 57-35. The 35 points that was put on the board for Nick Meyer's squad, the lowest output of the season. Prior to that one, they dropped a game in Mitchell where they lost 48-42. Prior to that, however, Harrisburg was on a 4-game winning streak. Throughout the season so far for them, 13-5 overall. They're 2-2 against teams out of the Metro Conference, 11-3 against the ESD, and 2 losses of their 5 have come to teams that are below 500. So something to watch for as we make our way towards that round of 16. And if that was to have started tonight, O'Gorman would be at home hosting Spearfish, while Harrisburg would be here hosting Mitchell. So seat positions on the line this evening. It's the Harrisburg Tigers taking on the Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
Sadie Roth, Jr. Autumn Stetson.
Teams for Sioux Falls O'Gorman under head coach Ken Colesrud coming off his first championship last season. No changes to his starting lineup. Everybody is healthy. He's going to go with Abigail Muller, the 5'9" guard in his junior year. Riley Benson, also a junior this season, 5'8" as a forward. Mackenzie Hermanson is a dangerous outside shooter who stands 5'6", and for Hermanson, just 8 points away from 300 in her Sioux Falls O'Gorman Lady Knight career. Awani Okoye stands 6'2" as a center in her junior season. And rounding it out is Emma Ronsick, averaging 20 points per game. She stands 6'1", and by the way, folks, she's only a sophomore. On the other side for Harrisburg, no changes for Nick Meyer. At the point guard position for them will be Autumn Steffen, the 5'5" guard in her senior year, also started last year for the Harrisburg Tigers, making her 19th appearance in a game this year. Joining her on the floor will be Abby Phipps, the 6' guard in her sophomore year, as well as Janai Ugovsky, the USD recruit who stands 6 foot as a forward. She is a junior this season. Sydney Halling going to Dakota Wesleyan is 5'10" as a senior. And rounding it out is Sadie Roth, the 6 foot forward in her junior year. Had some playing time last year as well for the Harrisburg Tigers. The opening tip is up and won by the O'Gorman Lady Knights, who will move from right to left on your radio dial. If you're joining us tonight, on the Harrisburg YouTube live stream. Thank you for doing so. The action will actually be going the opposite direction. As Ronsick tries to drive the right block, she's swatted out of bounds. O'Gorman will keep it. So once again for the O'Gorman Lady Knights, it's Moeller, Benson, Hermanson, Ronsick, and Okoye. Will be Benson to inbound baseline basket right, being trailed right on the baseline by Abby Phipps. She's able to find Mackenzie Hermanson. They reset between the circles with Emma Ronsick. Calls out the play call. We'll give it to Hermanson on the near side, just in front of the Harrisburg bench, clapping their hands together that you can hear in the background. They lob it down low. It's Okoye. She's up and blocked. Nice block for Ugowski. She's going to give it on the near side for Sydney Halling. Halling gives it right back to Ugowski, drives the right blocks, and gets two. Nice start. 2-0 Harrisburg. 7:18 left to go, quarter number one. An early start tonight here at the Tiger Gym, so if you are making your way down here, the game is underway. Hermanson still on the left front court, dribbles to the high left side. Thought about the three, instead we'll give it back to Ronsick. Trailing 2-0 is O'Gorman. Pushes right to Abigail Muller, who finds Awadi Okoye. 10 on the shot clock, looking for Muller. It's stolen away. Tigers run the floor. Cutting the near side is Phipps, down to the right block. Left it short. Ugowski gets it underneath the hoop, kicks it right back out. Steffen to the top of the key. They're going to reset. They feed it inside. Baby Hook left-handed shot is up and through off the window for Sadie Roth. 4-0 Harrisburg. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. As coverage of tonight's game being presented by Combined Pool and Spa, located on Western Avenue, across from Shields. Willie Benson down the right block, out to Muller, feeds it right back into the post for Benson, gets tangled up with Abby Phipps. It's a jump ball, and it will be Tiger basketball. Great start here for Harrisburg, and really needing to pick up the pace for them as their last outing against Aberdeen Central, They only shot 25% from the field. We're going to change that narrative here tonight. Steffen hauling out to Roth on the near side, being trailed by Okoye. Bounce pass into the lane for Ugowski, then work the opposite side. 2-3 zone for Sioux Falls O'Gorman. That's been the staple for Ken Colesrud. So expecting a lot of just ball movement here from Harrisburg. A three is up and in from the far side, connecting on it, Autumn Steffen. So Steffen from downtown extends the lead for the Tigers. Makes it 7-0. O'Gorman out sluggish so far. They feed it inside. It's Awadi Okoye, lost the handle, got it back. Right elbow. Needs to find somewhere to get rid of the basketball. Finally does with Benson to Muller. They're going to work the near side, lobbing into the post. It's Ronsick, double team. Turns around, squares the shoulders to the hoop. Up off the front of the rim. Okoye comes down with the rebound and then is fouled. First foul of the game coming in on the Tigers. And they're going to call it on Ugowski. So her first, and stepping up to the line is Awadi Okoye. Okoye this season averaging 7 points per game, and at the free throw line, 59%. The first of two is straight through. Substitutions coming in for O'Gorman as Carly Kunkel will check in for the first time. Kunkel 5'5" in her sophomore campaign. And joining her as a freshman, Isabel Moore. A lot of playing time for Isabel Moore this season, a 5'7" guard. One more chance for Awadi Okoye. Second one is just as good as the first. First points on the board for O'Gorman, 7-2 in favor of the Tigers. 5:20 left to go first quarter. Bounce pass to the far side, it is Steffen. We'll give it back to the near side for Sydney Halling. Halling with a right-handed dribble. Has Kunkel in front of her. A couple of passes zip around. They're able to feed it right back. Now to Roth on the near corner, and she traveled. Sadie Roth with the travel turns the ball over. Still a 5-point advantage for the Tigers. As other games going on in Class AA, Yankton's at Brookings, Sturgis is at Douglas. Have to maybe check on that one though. As Rapid City Stevens is supposed to face Central tonight. That game postponed until Thursday due to weather. Piers at Watertown and Mitchell at home hosting Aberdeen. On the boys' side, not too much going on. Full slate of girls basketball across AA. Boys get back in action on Thursday. Left-handed dribble, Ronsick, right elbow extended on the jumper, is missed off the side of the rim, and trying to save the basketball from going out of bounds is Sadie Roth, but it's off her fingertips and out of bounds. So Burnt will check in for the first time for the Tigers, the 5'4" guard in her junior year, and Breckley Honor will join her, the 5'8" guard in her freshman season. O'Gorman inbounds the ball. They're going to reset with Moore between the circles to Kunkel on the high right side. Back to Mackenzie Hermanson, top of the key. Down the right block she goes with the layup opportunity. Missed it high off the window. The ball tipped in the hands of Burnt. She's going to lob it off to the far side. Driving the floor is Holling, gives it into Ugofsky. Left the layup a little short, and now it's going the opposite direction. Here comes O'Gorman with Isabel Moore. The freshman goes up strong. Partly blocked, but a foul comes in. She was double teamed as there was 2 for the Tigers straight underneath. We'll see who the call comes in. Head coach for Harrisburg, Nick Meyer, not too pleased with that call. Jumped up right out of the chair, still talking with the officials. They're going to call it on Sydney Holling. So Isabel Moore steps up to the line. First one of 2 is a little too strong. Isabel Moore making her 19th appearance in a game. And throughout the season for her, coming off the bench, averaging about 3 points per contest. She's a right-handed shooter. The second one is up, and the second one is drilled on through. So Isabel Moore gets on the board, going 1 of 2 from the free throw line. All the points for O'Gorman so far from the charity stripe halfway through the first quarter, 7-3. Stefan in the left front court being trailed by Emma Ronsick. That matchup, by the way, Ronsick stands 6'1", Stefan 5'5", so anytime she comes out to guard her, a significant height advantage for the Knights. Roth with the baseline feed into the post for Ugofsky. Went to pivot around, looking for the out pass. Again, it's knocked out of bounds as Honor was over there for the Tigers. However, last touched by the O'Gorman Lady Knights. Looks like Riley Benson will check back in for O'Gorman, replacing Awadi Okoye. It will be Sydney Holling heading to the bench for the Tigers. The inbound goes over for Breckley Honor. Gives a bounce pass to Burnt on the near side. Overhead pass as the shot clock winding down. A deep 3 attempted as the shot clock was coming to a close by Burnt. That is off the back of the rim, a little too strong. Moore runs the floor for O'Gorman. Had the ball tipped out of her hand, saves it on the baseline. Bounce pass back out for Benson. Angles her way to the mid blocks, has nowhere to go. Finds Ronsick with the overhead pass to Hermanson, chalks up a 3, and Hermanson gets it to go in and out. Rebound corralled by Abby Phipps. Phipps takes it all the way down the near side of the floor, cutting across near the scorer's table, into the corner with the bounce pass to Ugofsky at the baseline, into Roth. Roth draws the foul. Looks like it might be Emma Ronsick, the guilty party this time. And they will actually go with Carly Kunkel. So Kunkel with the foul. As Roth will head to the bench for the Tigers, replaced with Stefan. The inbound from Honor. Baseline basket right, finds Ugofsky, gives it right back to Honor. Up strong from the block, and that goes around and through. Nice play call, makes it 9-3. O'Gorman still looking for their first field goal here of the quarter. 2:50 left to go in this opening set. Looking for the inside pass to Emma Ronsick, kind of triple teamed, steps back, bombs it to the other side of the floor. It's Moore with a left-handed dribble back to the top of the key. Plenty of time as the Harrisburg crowd trying to throw him off. Hermanson fakes, inside the lane she goes, looking for the jump pass, and they're going to call a foul. And Hermanson standing at the free throw line. And we have one official motioning for a inbound. We have one motioning for the free throws, and Hermanson's just going to stay at the line. Will be granted the 2 opportunities. First one is up, and it is connected on through as the foul came in on Ugofsky. That's her second personal foul, something to watch for as she will now head to the bench. Knights no changes. One more chance for Mackenzie Hermanson. And her second opportunity goes around and out. Made the first, missed the second. It's 9-4. Again, moving from left to right tonight in their home white jerseys are the Harrisburg Tigers. They'll set the floor with Sydney Holling, who will give it back to Ani Stefan. Again, a 2-3 zone for Sioux Falls O'Gorman. In the far corner, it's Honor, drives in, dribbles back out, and then gives it out. Swinging around the perimeter. Shot clock down to 10, crisscrossing on the dribble. Sydney Holling will hand it over to Breckley Hunter again, looking for the out pass for Burnt. Saved, an angle in, and a missed opportunity on the layup taken by Abby Phipps. Kind of sailed over the rim, partly hit it though, resetting the shot clock. Ball tipped out of bounds and will stay, or check that it will go with O'Gorman as Awadi Okoye checks back in for Mackenzie Hermanson. And Harrisburg will bring Sadie Roth out onto the floor. 9-4. Still here in this first quarter, 1:54 left to go. The inbound to Kunkel, who will just casually jog it from the back court into the front court for the O'Gorman Lady Knights. They'll work the right side with Isabel Moore, motioning around, looking for some form of room. We'll give it to Emma Ronsick. Puts the ball overhead, finds Moore, cuts inside, lost control, was tripped, and it will be a foul charge against Honor. Already 4 fouls charged against the Tigers here in this first quarter. The inbound, Benson finds Ronsick. She wants the 3 from the near side. It's too strong. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Knights and Riley Benson. It'll be Tiger basketball. Still with the lead by 5. Phipps to inbound. It will be Sydney Halling, 5'10" guard in her senior year. Played the last couple of years as well out of the starting lineup for the Tigers with control, with an overhead pass to the far side of the floor, gets it right back. Has yet to dribble for Sydney Halling. And give it right back over on the left side. Honor feeds it in the post for Roth, up over the top of McCoy, overshoots it. Ball pulled in by Emma Ronsick. She'll keep it herself all the way down the far side of the floor, dribbles behind her back, now with the left-handed dribble between the circles to reset. She'll give it off left side for Benson. Off a screen to the top of the key, finds Kunkel. Thought about the 3, said drives to the free throw line, cuts across the line to Awani Okoye. To the mid-block she goes. Back to the basket, lost the dribble, kicks it out again for Benson. Shot clock winding down, it's down to 10. Kunkel directing traffic. Around the perimeter she goes, looking for the long pass into Ronsick. Left block, it goes around the rim, falls off, but a foul is called, and Ronsick will step up to the line. So Emma Ronsick will go to the free throw line, as mentioned just a few moments ago, averaging 20 points per game. On top of that, she is a 74% free throw shooter. The first of 2 is good, and still for the Knights, their only points so far from the free throw line. Abigail Muller and Mackenzie Hermanson will check back in for Carly Kunkel and Isabel Moore, and the Tigers will bring in Burnt and replace her with Honor. So one more chance for Emma Ronsick. Second opportunity is up and straight through. 3-point lead for the Tigers, 40 seconds left to go, quarter number 1. First 2 points as well for Mackenzie Hermanson. The near side pass was tipped out of bounds. I'm going to say last touch by the Tigers and off the fingertips of Sydney Halling. Hermanson inbounds, O'Gorman moving from right to left. Their away blue jerseys, their last road game of the season. It'll be Hermanson, left front court, lobs into the post. It's Okoye working against Roth. One-on-one, Okoye goes up, uses all of her 6'2" frame, and gets 2 off the window. First field goal of the game for the Knights, 13 seconds left to go, quarter number 1. It's 9-8. So it'll be top of the key, free throw line, kicking it back out. Phipps from downtown, yes! Abby Phipps, right at the horn, makes it a 12-8 advantage for the Harrisburg Tigers at the end of the first quarter. As you're listening to coverage of high school basketball on ESPN 99.1, and the Law of the Court tonight is being presented by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. with control of the basketball, moving from left to right on your radio dial, or if you're watching on the YouTube stream, moving in the opposite direction. We thank everybody for joining us on there, as well as looking to get it started with a 3-ball and unable to connect with Sydney Halling. Almost saved, however, by Phipps, but it's corralled on the rebound from Riley Benson and the O'Gorman Lady Knights. With Benson is Ronsick, Okoye, Muller, and Hermanson. So O'Gorman with just 1 field goal through that first quarter. Everything else has been for the free throw line. A steal from Sydney Halling down the far side of the floor. Again, moving from that left to right direction. And that Burnt, as well as Autumn Steffen, or that's Sydney Altenberg, excuse me, that is out on the floor now for the Tigers, making her first appearance of the game tonight. The ball is stolen away as the Knights move quickly. Inside pass for Benson, looking for the out pass for Ronsick. It's tipped by Halling. Ronsick saves it from going out of bounds. She's on the right wing. Back to Okoye, to Ronsick to reset near the center circle. A much faster pace game so far. For those that follow O'Gorman, you know, they like to slow things down, but Harrisburg playing up-tempo and O'Gorman matching it and getting the hook shot to fall is Emma Ronsick. That's her first field goal. First 2 points for her came at the free throw line. She's got 4 total now in the contest, a 2-point lead for the Tigers. Will be Altenberg, 1 dribble with a bounce pass back to the far side. She'll get it right back. So Altenberg to the free throw line, kicks it back out again. Halling will try another 3, and this one missed, just like her first chance of this quarter. An offensive board pulled in from Phipps, and she's fouled by Okoye on the second opportunity. So heading to the free throw line is Abby Phipps. And Okoye will pick up her first foul. Only 2 fouls charged against O'Gorman, but 5 against the Tigers here at the 6:19 mark of this first half. Kunkel and Moore will check back in for the Lady Knights, replacing Muller and Benson. One more opportunity for Abby Phipps, the 6-foot forward in her sophomore year. Played last year as a freshman, looking to go 2 of 2, and she does not. It second one hits off the left side of the rim, and the rebound pulled in by the O'Gorman Lady Knights. 13-10 the score, 6:12 left to go first half. So it'll be Kunkel from the center circle with a right side pass to Moore. They feed it down to the block. It's Ronsick, double teamed and traveled. Great defense from Sadie Roth and Sydney Halling. Coming up with a trap on Emma Ronsick and causing her to travel. Following the turnover, Tigers will take control. Press coming from the Knights until they back off in the 2-3 zone. They lob it all the way down the floor for Burnt. Gives it right back for Halling. Top of the key, nice pass down to the baseline. It's Sadie Roth up over 2, trying to use the glass, left it a little bit off left. Rebound from Okoye. Knights on the move. They push the tempo with Kunkel dribbling behind her back. Gets across the timeline, down the left block, draws the double team, will kick it back out for Moore. Right side pass to Ronsick into the corner for Kunkel. Left-handed dribble back out towards the wing, and a foul away from the basketball will be called on Awadi Okoye. It's her second personal foul, and Okoye will head to the bench. So Riley Benson back in. So the Tigers already off to a much better start than what they had against Aberdeen Central in their last outing back on February 16th, where the Tigers shot just 25%. And the losses that the Tigers have on their season through 5 of those losses, majority of the time they shot under 30% in each of those games. Kind of going cold on the shot percentage and the field goals. The 3 is up on the left side, uncontested, around and out for Altenberg. She can't connect, but an offensive rebound pulled in by Phipps, who then gets tangled up with the Knights and Riley Benson. It will stay with the Tigers out of the jump ball, and they will exchange 3. So checking in is Brickley Honor. Joining her on the floor now is Autumn Steffen. And Faith Van Hollen will also check in for the first time, the 5'8" guard in her sophomore year. And please excuse me, the possession arrow did change. It was in favor of the Knights. So the Knights would control the ball, 13-10 the score. 3 ball is up for Mackenzie Hermanson, hits off the front of the rim. Trying to get the offensive board was Benson. Nice opportunity for her. She tips it back to Moore, gets it to Ronsick. Free throw line, jumper hand in her face, left it short. Might have been partly blocked by Sydney Halling. And a tangle up and a whistle on the floor. Going to call it a jump ball, and now the Tigers will have it. Ugonski will check back in for Harrisburg. She had 2 fouls in the first quarter. She replaces Sadie Roth. Halling brings the ball down the near side. Trapped in the backcourt, overhead lob. Top of the key for Van Hollen. Give it off left to Honor, back to Halling to reset against the 2-3 zone. They feed it inside Ugofsky. Bounce pass out, catch and shoot for three, and connecting on it is Breckley Honor. So Honor from downtown makes it 16-10. 4:10 left to go first half from Harrisburg. So after this, the Tigers will host Lincoln coming up on Thursday night, and one opportunity on the way for Emma Ronsick as she bullies her way from the right block for two. So Ronsick puts it through. And we'll have an opportunity for a three-point play to cut the lead back down to three. Halling picks up the foul. Ronsick with another opportunity from free throw line. She's a perfect 3 of 3 following that connection. And a timeout on the floor, just a 30-second timeout called by Kent Colesrud and the O'Gorman Lady Knights. 4:02 left to go first half. The Tigers 16, the Knights 13. These two teams have only met 8 times before. O'Gorman 4-2 against Harrisburg, while the Tigers have been a part of Class AA. In the last meeting between them, you have to go back to March 18th of 2017. If it sounds like a late meeting, well, it was. It was a 53-48 overtime win for Sioux Falls O'Gorman that happened to be the state championship game. Prior to that, Harrisburg, they picked up a win in January of 2017. They met again back in 2016, a part of the state championships. It was the third place game in which O'Gorman won. The longest winning streak was O'Gorman 3 straight games between 2015 and 2016. Harrisburg, their first win against O'Gorman coming back in 2014 with the series dating back to 2011. 16-13, 4 minutes left to go, first half. In front of a nice crowd here at the Tiger Gym will be Honor to Ugofsky. Down the left block she goes, back to the basket. Finds a nice cut for Faith Van Hollen, who can't finish. Rebound pulled in on the offensive side for Phipps. They swing it around the perimeter. Baseline J from 13 feet out, overshooting it for the Tigers. Another opportunity, though, on a putback from Phipps. A tangle up for the ball underneath. So the initial shot from Faith Van Hollen on the baseline just went a little bit over. Phipps came down with an opportunity for a second chance. That shot also didn't go. Another jump ball is called. It's the physicality of this game between these two teams, unlike what we've seen out of Sioux Falls O'Gorman all season, or really Harrisburg for that matter. Very entertaining contest so far with just 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Losing the basketball off her foot was Carly Kunkel, saved, however, by Mackenzie Hermanson. Will find Ronsick, top of the key, motions to the right side, kicks it over into the wing for Isabel Moore. Sends it back to the near side. It's Reagan Riley making her first appearance. Another freshman for Kent Colesrud. Kunkel will take it, right wing, lobbing into the post. It's Ronsick, squares her shoulders to the basket, tries to drive, angles, spin move, turnaround jumper is in. Ronsick with 9 out of the 15 points for Sioux Falls O'Gorman. It's a 1-point advantage for the Tigers at the 3-minute mark, 16-15. Slowing it down is Steffen with a lob pass to the far side. Honor, bounce pass back to Steffen, drives towards the right elbow, kicks it back over. Gets it right back into the corner, squaring up the 3 on the catch and shoot, but getting it in and out on the opportunity offensive board as Phipps unable to connect. The putback opportunity was also missed. And now a foul comes in on Harrisburg on another attempt of a rebound. I'm going to call it on Van Hollen. First personal foul on her, and it's bonus situation for the next 2:39. Here this first half for Sioux Falls O'Gorman on every foul, and stepping up to the charity stripe will be Mackenzie Hermanson. Free throw in and out. So the bonus free throw doesn't go. Ugofsky with the rebound goes with the hook pass over to the other side for Honor. Jump pass back to the top of the key. Steffen will work the left side in the corner. It's Phipps. Right-handed dribble to the mid blocks with a chest pass high up for Autumn Steffen. Corrals it, dribbling around the perimeter. 15 on the shot clock for the Tigers. They find it with Ugofsky, back to the basket, trying to power her way straight down. Finds a cutting Faith Van Hollen. Feeds it to her, and Van Hollen, with the opportunity, will draw the foul. So Faith Van Hollen will step up to the free throw line, and they'll call it on Carly Kunkel. Faith Van Hollen this season making her 12th appearance in a game. First opportunity is up and missed off left. For Van Hollen, on the season so far, only averaging about a point per game coming off the bench. At the free throw line, not many opportunities. She's 20%, 2 of 10. One more opportunity for Faith Van Hollen, and the second one goes in and out. So 0 of 2, Ronsick with the rebound for O'Gorman. She'll keep it herself, cutting across the half-court line at the big H logo here at the Tiger Gym. Riley up the top of the key. Hermanson feeds it down low. It is Emma Ronsick double team. They swing it back opposite side with Moore. Fakes right, goes left. High top again for Hermanson. Angles her way, was tripped. The ball goes out of bounds. No foul was called. Mackenzie Hermanson was looking for a foul, and they're just going to say out of bounds on it. Kiki Burnt will check back in. Tigers will also bring Ugowski back out onto the floor. She replaces Abby Phipps. Burnt will take it off the inbound from Ugowski with 1:45 left to go first half. 16-15 the score. Still stands with a 1-point advantage for Harrisburg. Sadie Roth near corner. Back out again. Against the 2-3 zone, they always say you just swing the ball around the perimeter, take your chances on drives when you have the opportunity to do so. They try to do it there with Ugowski off a pass from Burnt. It's stolen away by Reagan Riley. Ronsick looks back at Ken Colesrud, looking for some direction of what the play call should be. They lob it over for Benson, back to the top of the key with Riley. We'll find Ronsick again. Into the corner for Isabel Moore, left-handed dribble off the wing. They reset again. Backing her way down the mid-block, she's Ronsick to Moore, 10 on the shot clock. 1 minute left to go. Moore attempts the running layup. The ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Just 6 on the shot clock as Abigail Muller will check in. She replaces Reagan Riley. 56 seconds on the game clock, 6 seconds on the shot clock for O'Gorman. Sydney Altenberg checking back in. She's a freshman also this season. We've seen a lot of this throughout the course of Sioux Falls basketball, but also here in Harrisburg and Brandon Valley as Ronsick free throw line jumper, left it way short. Benson with a putback at the horn for the shot clock is good. Heads up play for Riley Benson, knew she didn't have much time. With 43 seconds left in the quarter, O'Gorman has their first lead, 17-16. Trying to drive as Altenberg almost had it pickpocketed by Isabel Moore. The crowd wanted to reach in, foul, they're not going to get it. Reset with Burnt, 30 shot on the game clock here, 20 on the shot clock, separated by 7 seconds. Top of the key, they bounce pass inside Phipps, back out for Burnt, mishandled it out of bounds. So Gorman can now hold for the last shot, which Ken Colesrud just jumped off the bench. Came about a quarter of the way onto the court, telling his team to hold it for the last shot. They have seized momentum here in the second quarter. Autumn Steffen will check back in. Kiki Burnt will head to the bench. Visibly frustrated as well after mishandling that pass that was coming her direction. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Ronsick at the center circle. We'll give it to Moore. 9 seconds, down to 8. Moore looking to try to get it back to Ronsick and can't. Down to 4, down to 3. She finds Benson, the mid-range J at the horn is left way short off the center of the rim, and that brings us to halftime. Here at Harrisburg, your halftime score, it is Sioux Falls O'Gorman 17, the Harrisburg Tigers 16. Our halftime report is on the way next as you're listening to coverage of high school basketball on ESPN 99.1, Sioux Falls Sports Leader. on your video stream, but thanks for having us be a part of that here tonight. We certainly do appreciate it. Happy to join you again coming up on Thursday night as the Tigers host Sioux Falls Lincoln. So the Tigers will have it. They trail 17-16 here in quarter number 3. They will get the play back underway, moving from right to left. On the floor for them it includes Autumn Steffen, Abby Phibbs, Janai Ugowski, Sydney Halling, and Sadie Roth. Will be Halling on the near corner, dribbling back out towards the wing. Will reset with Ugowski, who has just 2 points here in the game so far. We'll find Steffen driving around the top of the key. They try to feed it inside. Ugowski down on the right block, partly lost it. Triple team, bounce pass back out, squatting up for 3. And unable to connect was Phibbs, so went in and out. The ball tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Tigers and Sadie Roth. You can hear Nick Meyer in the background, not happy at all about that call. Still pacing up and down the sideline. So Gorman sets up, leading by 1, 17-16, just underway here in quarter number 3. It's Muller, Benson, Ronsick, Hermanson, Okoye. On the floor for Kent Kolzrud. Benson free throw line back out for Muller. They feed it inside. Okoye up strong, way overshot off the backboard. Didn't even come close to the rim. Rebound from Roth to Halling. They feed it down. Low block for Ugowski. Nice move over the top of Okoye, but can't connect. Okoye with a rebound will give it back off. And cutting right down the middle of the floor is Ronsick, who will feed it over the far side with Mackenzie Hermanson. Just 1 point in the game so far for Hermanson. Lost the dribble. Tries to lob it into the post for Ronsick. Back out Benson to Muller. Muller had a wide open look for 3, doesn't take it. Instead will give the bounce pass back to Benson inside for Ronsick, trying to use the glass. It's off the front of the rim, a little too high. Foul is called on O'Gorman. Owani Okoye just picked up her 3rd personal foul. The Tigers will have control of the ball as checking in as Carly Kunkel for Owani Okoye. Kind of expect that there was going to be a battle in the paint tonight between these two teams, and you have the likes of Owani Okoye, who's 6'2". You have Janai Ugowski, who's 6 foot. Sadie Roth, who's 6 foot. Be a lot of work inside the paint. As Holling's going to try a 3 from the wing. It goes around, out, falls off left. Rebound from Benson. Down the far side goes Benson with a bounce pass to Hermanson. Finds Kunkel, pump fakes into the lane. She goes up over the top of 3. Missed it off right. Offensive board for Benson. Putback is there. Riley Benson's having herself a great game. She's got 4 points. A lot of work on the board so far on the offense and defensive side. Great hustle for her. It's 19-16. 3-point lead for O'Gorman. They try to feed it to the mid blocks for Sadie Roth. She's tangled up with Riley Benson. That prompts a timeout from Harrisburg. Harrisburg will talk this over. 5:54 left to go. Quarter number 3. 19-16. In favor of Sioux Falls O'Gorman. Coming up Thursday night, we'll be right back here at Harrisburg as the Tigers host Sioux Falls Lincoln. Lincoln this season number 2. So either way, we're going to have another top 5 matchup out of Class AA girls coming up on Thursday night. Friday night, we'll be over at Sioux Falls O'Gorman as the Lady Knights and Washington Warriors tangle, and then the boys will take the floor after the old-fashioned doubleheader Friday night. And then coming up next Tuesday night, we close out the regular season already. It's tough to believe, but we will. With Sioux Falls Lincoln over at Sioux Falls Roosevelt, that boys basketball matchup, the only game in the state coming up on either Monday or Tuesday on a Class AA to end that regular season. So we'll have coverage of all those games for you here on ESPN 99.1. You can find our entire broadcast schedule online at ESPN991.com. 19-16 the score remains. Coming out of the timeout, O'Gorman will have control. It will be Hermanson with a bounce pass into Kunkel, moving from left to right in their away blue uniforms. Kunkel gets across the half-court line with a right-side dribble, an overhead pass to Moore, who will feed it to the free throw line. Benson down the left side, finds a seam, but overshot her attempt from the left block. Will be the Tigers on the move. Off the near side is Breckley Honner with the team lead 5 points. Feed it into the post for Ugowski, kicks it back out. Steffen, nice pump fake, finds Ugowski with the 15-footer off right. Ball tangled for, fought for. Benson comes down with it, trapped on the baseline, is able to somehow get it to Carly Kunkel, who lobs it forward to Mackenzie Hermanson. Stops on the wing, thought about the 3, air mails it to the near side. Ronsick wanted the 3, doesn't take it, instead gives it on for Kunkel to Moore. Moore dribbles out, will refine. Carly Kunkel with 18 on the shot clock. Right-handed dribble, zips it back, top of the key to the high left side. They're going to go right back to the high top. Kunkel with it off the wing, feeds it into the post. It is Ronsick one-on-one against Ugowski, gets around her, but her shot scurries across the rim. Rebound pulled in by the Tigers, and did so by Phipps, who is then tangled up with Carly Kunkel. Jump ball is called, and it's Tiger basketball. 3-point lead for O'Gorman, 4:49 left to go, third quarter. Honor down the near side with the left-handed dribble across the timeline. Finds Phipps, double team, will find Honor again, drives the baseline. All the way across the paint, kicks it over for Roth, and there's the three just off the left side of the rim. Moore on transition, gets it to Hermanson, pump fakes inside, almost got it to go. Foul is called, and stepping back to the free throw line is Mackenzie Hermanson. Foul charge against Brickley Honor.
14, Brickley Honor. First, second, team first.
Mackenzie Hermanson had a couple of opportunities from the free throw line in the first half. She went 1 of 2. This time she connects on the first. Substitution in. And as for Harrisburg, it's Faith Van Hollen checking in. She replaces Sadie Roth. Second opportunity, Mackenzie Hermanson swished on through. Makes it 21-16. Only 4 points in the second quarter for Harrisburg, and so far here in this third quarter, still struggling. No points to show for it. We're almost halfway through the quarter, and it's over and back. Tigers with Autumn Steffen had the ball poked away by Isabel Moore. Steffen tried to save it in the front court before it went back across the line, and then she touched it. So over and back, Steffen heads to the bench, has a conversation with her head coach, and O'Gorman takes control. Moore with a left-handed dribble will re-find Kunkel on the near wing. High lob into the post, battling right down is Emma Ronsick. Her shot bounces around the rim and through. Emma Ronsick with 11 out of the 23 for O'Gorman. It's 23-16. Free throw line, Ugowski. Nice bounce pass on the feed for Honor, who finishes off the window and through for Brickley Honor off the assist for Janai Ugowski. 3:45 on the clock. O'Gorman trying to feed it into the post. Nobody was there. It's stolen away by Sydney Halling. Right down the middle of the floor goes Sydney Halling to the free throw line. Overhead pass to Brickley Honor. Steps up. Goes with a 15-foot jump shot. Overshot it. Offensive rebound from Phipps. Goes straight up and draws the foul. So Abby Phipps will step up to the line.
Number 5, Riley Benson. Her first.
For Phipps this season.
Abby Phipps at the line with 2 shots.
At the free throw line for her. She gets ready for the first. She's a right-handed shooter. And the first one is good. Free throws for her this season, 62% entering tonight. Riley Benson's going to check out for O'Gorman, replaced by Reagan Riley. One more opportunity for Abby Phipps. Squares it up, and the second one is knocked right down. Cuts the lead down to 3 for O'Gorman, 23-20. 3.5 to go here in quarter number 3. Kunkel motions to the near side just in front of her head coach, Ken Colesrud. Now they work the opposite side with Hermanson. Pump fakes for Hermanson, doesn't have anywhere to go, finds Kunkel to the free throw line inside the lane. Nice fake, pivots around, goes up strong, left it short off the front of the rim. Phipps with great defense of the Tigers did not get burned at all by that pump fake, and Phipps in transition travels. Tried to go for a pass, but nobody was there, and in the process tried to pull the ball back to her body, but then moved her pivot foot. 3 minutes left to go, third quarter, 23-20. Lady Knights still with the lead, going the opposite way of a screen, and finding a seam is Carly Kunkel for 2. Easy layup opportunity for Carly Kunkel, who just caught Harrisburg sleeping. 5-point lead for the Knights. Halling crisscrossing on the dribble, motions to the near side in front of her bench. They're going to work the opposite end off a zip pass. Going right back to the near side, it's Phipps to Halling. Doesn't even dribble, overhead pass back to Phipps, draws the double team out of the 2-3 zone. She gets it right back. Wing bouncing in on the post. Ugowski up over 2 is blocked. Ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Knights. Fresh 35 on the shot clock as Kiki Burnt will check back in. She replaces Abby Phipps. So Honor, Ugowski, Burnt, Halling, and rounding it out is Van Holland on the floor right now for Harrisburg. The floater is good on the nice attempt for Kiki Burnt. 25-22. Just a nice floater. Tough angle, too, for Kiki. She's able to get it. Right elbow for Mackenzie Hermanson to Isabel Moore, trying to lob it in for Emma Ronsick. Overshoots the 6'1" frame of Emma Ronsick, but they're going to say the ball was last touched by Harrisburg. Sadie Roth will check back in for Janai Yogowski. Just a tick under 2 minutes left to go, quarter number 3. As a reminder, you can join our games online all the time at ESPN991.com. Inbound from Carly Kunkel, a high lob to the left forecourt for Mackenzie Hermanson. Back on the right side. They're going to attack right with Ronsick and Reagan Riley. Riley back to Ronsick in the post, and there's another 2. 13 points for Emma Ronsick, 27-22 O'Gorman. Backcourt pressure coming for O'Gorman and Isabel Moore as Burnt's going to try a wing 3 on the catch and shoot. She knocks it down. 5 points in the quarter for Burnt, 27-25 O'Gorman still. 1:25 on the clock. They find Riley inside the paint, back out. Hermanson will try to answer the 3, and she does. 6 points in the game for Mackenzie Hermanson. That gives her 298 in her O'Gorman basketball career. 2 more points for Hermanson to the 300 club. Free throw line for Van Hollen, looking out for Kiki Byrne. It's over her head and straight into the hands of Nick Meyer, the coach of the Tigers. Turnover again for Harrisburg as they will exchange 2. Connor and Van Hollen will check out. Autumn Steffen returns, and Abby Phipps will come back out onto the floor. Halling and Roth, along with Burnt, stay on the court for the Tigers. Awadi Okoye on the high right side will give it to Isabel Moore. Jump pass inside for Emma Ronsick, who's fouled. Shot almost went through for Emma Ronsick, and instead she'll head back to the free throw line. She's been very busy tonight from that free throw line. Foul charged against Phipps. The first one from Ronsick is connected on through. Ronsick at the line, now 4 of 4. Roth will check out for Harrisburg. One more opportunity for Ronsick. This one goes around and out. Offensive rebound. Opportunity for Kunkel is blocked. Made the first, missed the second for Emma Ronsick. Makes the score 31-25 with the putback opportunity blocked. And Harrisburg now with control. It'll be Steffen. Give it back to the near side. Gets it right back. Going to work the corner with Phipps. Trying to angle her way inside. Back out again. Is Burnt with the pass. Laser pass back out. Catch and shoot for 3. Unable to connect, short for Autumn Steffen. The ball is on the ground. Saved by Sydney Halling. Trying to get the bounce pass out on the left side. Nobody was there outside of Carly Kunkel for O'Gorman. Ronsick, top of the key with the quarter winding down. Missed the 3 ball off the front of the rim. And at the end of the third quarter, it is the O'Gorman Lady Knights 31, the Harrisburg Tigers 25. The fourth quarter on the way next as you're listening to coverage of high school basketball on ESPN 99.1. Knights trailed in the first quarter, battled back by holding Harrisburg to just 4 points in the second quarter. And in the third, between these two, it was a 14-9 advantage for O'Gorman. They have control of the ball starting quarter number 4, moving from left to right. They have their starting lineup out to start quarter number 4, and the ball is stolen away. They lob it forward, right down the right blocks, over the top of Abigail Muller. Goes Janaya Ugowski for another 2. She's been quiet tonight. That's her 4th point, and it's 31-27. O'Gorman still with the lead. Will be Ronsick in the near corner, being trailed and guarded by Brinkley Hunt. Zips it back to the top of the key to Mackenzie Hermanson. Will find Ronsick at the free throw line, squares her shoulders to the basket, back out. Muller feeds it in for Okoye. Inside out goes O'Gorman, and Okoye can't connect. Harrisburg goes on the move very quick. Ugowski coast to coast, draws the foul. We'll head to the line for 2. Just missed on the opportunity as she gives the air 10 on the high 5. And that's Abby Phipps, going to the free throw line as the pass was from Ugowski. They exchanged the air 10 on the high 5s. First one is good for Abby Phipps. One more chance for Phipps. Spins the basketball back to her, squats down, fires on the second chance. This one too strong. Made the first, missed the second, 31-28, 7 minutes left to go in the game. Bounce pass near side for Abigail Muller. Will find Mackenzie Hermanson again on the high top, being guarded by Autumn Steffen. Will find Riley Benson, the clapping here in the background coming from the Tiger bench. Trying to make some noise to distract the O'Gorman Lady Knights. They find Awadi Okoye somehow wide open in the paint, and Okoye makes him pay. 6 points for Awadi Okoye, following the wide open opportunity underneath. Makes it 33-28 with 6.5 to go. It'll be Phipps near side, dribbling back around the perimeter. Bounce pass to Honor with another bounce pass top of the key. Phipps trying to drive right block. Shot is up, partly blocked by Okoye. Ball's on the ground. Tangle up for Emma Ronsick with Sadie Roth. It's a jump ball that will stay with the Tigers. So entering the floor, Sydney Halling. She replaces Sadie Roth. The inbound will come from Sydney Halling, baseline basket left. As the ball overhead, lob pass stolen away by Ronsick. It's 2-on-2 on the fast break. Ronsick with the steal, goes coast to coast and gets the finish. It bounced off the left side of the rim, hung up in the air for a moment, and then decided to come on through. 16 points for Emma Ronsick, 35-28. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. O'Gorman with the lead. The Tigers looking for a run. Phipps, wing 3. Overshoots it. Rebound from Benson. Over the top of Janaya Ugowski. Will give it to the near side to Emma Ronsick. Bombs it, sideline pass. Muller down to Okoye. Spin move, pivots. Shot is up. Bounces off left. Offensive board. Riley Benson up strong. She's blocked by Ugowski. Again, the ball in the paint. Okoye has her hands on it, but is also tied up underneath by Abby Phipps. A jump ball is called. O'Gorman will keep it as they bring in Isabel Moore and Carly Kunkel. Will be Abigail Muller and Riley Benson checking out. Inbound will come from Kunkel. Right side of the basket out the baseline, slaps the basketball, lobs it into the left elbow for Ronsick. Will find Okoye. Okoye, lob pass into the post. Ronsick up strong, goes around and out. Good take for Ronsick, just wasn't able to fall through. Ugowski was in on defense. She's had to battle her way on the defensive side tonight, working against Ronsick and Okoye. They feed it inside for Ugowski, trying to go up strong over the top of Okoye. Had to partly block the ball on the ground, tipped back from Halling, but it's tipped to the wrong team. It's tipped over to Isabel Moore, who's blocked on her pass opportunity. It's off her foot, out of bounds. Tigers trying to find some energy. Their bench certainly trying to help them. So Autumn Steffen will take a seat for a moment. The inbound to Sydney Halling. Halling looking for Ugowski, has her top of the key, dribbles inside, goes with a 14-foot jump shot, trying to bank it in, but left it short. Rebound from Okoye, another foul is called. Tigers are just walking back towards that side on defense. Ugowski picks up the foul, and that's her third personal, and prompts a timeout on the floor for the Harrisburg Tigers. 4:55 left to go in the ballgame. It's the Knights 35, the Tigers 28. We're back after this on ESPN 99.1. 5 left to go in regulation, 35-28. O'Gorman with the lead. They tried to inbound the basketball. It's stolen away by the Tigers. The Tigers looking for one last run here in the fourth quarter. They controlled the first quarter, but ever since then it's been all O'Gorman and Brickley Hunter trying to change that narrative. She finds 2 off the steal, and the Tigers are back within 5. Hunter tonight having herself a game. As Hermanson squares up for 3, left open, missed it off right. McCoy tries to fly in for a rebound, and instead she's going to be charged with a foul. That's her 4th personal foul. And the Tigers will inbound. It is Ugowski to Halling, being trailed by Isabel Moore. 4 minutes, 25 seconds left in regulation. Both these teams 13-5. Separated in just 1 spot in the Class AA girls standings based on seed points, and only separated by 1 spot in the South Dakota Prep basketball media poll. Ugowski up underneath the hoop is blocked, and then having it stripped away is Phipps. Kunkel came up with the ball. Ronsick travels in the backcourt, not called, is able to find Kunkel, runs the floor, goes up for the layup, and draws a foul. The Harrisburg student section tonight, which is about 5 bleachers deep here, very upset at the lack of a call. And stepping up to the line is Carly Kunkel. Kunkel this season only averaging 4 per game coming off the bench. Kind of the 6th man, if you will, for Ken Kolzer. It is her first free throw, misses off the back of the rim. Burnt was the guilty party on the last foul. 1 more chance for Carly Kunkel, and a lane violation will wave it off. So Kunkel really will go 0 of 2 from the line. Her second one won't count against her in the stat book. However, because Emma Ronsick jumped inside a little too early. Tigers take over, still a 5-point lead for O'Gorman. 3:55 left to go. Halling thought about a 3 straight away. Said gives it up. Far corner for the Tigers, moving from right to left. Halling, nice pass down to the low block on the near side. Ugowski is able to find Breckley Hunter on the opposite block. Her shot over the mark. A steal by Sydney Halling, gets it right back. Gives it down low for Ugowski up over the top of McCoy, and it's in. They need her right now. She's got 6 total in the game. It's a 3-point lead for O'Gorman. So far here in the fourth quarter, it is a 7-4 advantage for the Tigers. The Knights will slow it down with Isabel Moore. Angles her way to the wing on the near side. Will give it back up for Carly Kunkel. She takes it to the same spot as Isabel Moore. As Kunkel will try a 3 from that spot, and she knocks it down. Ken Kolzer jumps up, has his hands in the air, and then calls for a timeout. Timeout on the floor, 3:02 left to go. It's the Knights 38, the Tigers 32. We're back after this on ESPN 99.1. Inbound the basketball. Ugowski inbounds, and bringing it down the backcourt is Kiki Burnt. Crisscrossing against Isabel Moore. She'll pass right side, gets it right back. They swing it around the perimeter. Sydney Holly air mails it to the opposite side. Catch and shoot for 3, in and out, unable to hit, but the putback almost there for Abby Phipps. And Phipps will head to the free throw line off the missed 3-point shot for Breckley Hunter. They call the foul on O'Gorman. They're going to call it on Riley Benson. And back at the free throw line goes Abby Phipps. Phipps, the first one, right off the front of the rim. She holds her position just for a moment on the free throw arc. And the way that she came up trying to figure out exactly what went wrong. Takes one dribble, spins the basketball to her, dribbles 3 more times. The second opportunity fixes the problem. Goes 1 of 2 for Abby Phipps. Missed the first, made the second. It's a 5-point lead for the Lady Knights. They lob the basketball all the way down to the right front court. It is Riley Benson back to Isabel Moore. Cuts to the near side, trying to lob it in for Awadia Coy. Had the ball tipped, saved by Moore. Far side of the floor is Moore. We'll find Mackenzie Hermanson high top of the key. Back to the near side, back to Moore. Find Benson on the near wing, trying to lob it inside for Ronsick. Somehow got some separation, just missed the shot, was fouled with the hand on the wrist. Coming in underneath for Janaya Ugofsky. So that's foul number 4 against her. And Emma Ronsick will head to the free throw line again. The first one is good. She's missed 1 free throw here in the game, otherwise perfect. She's at 39-33. It's her 17th point. And the second one is there. 7-point lead for O'Gorman, 2:15 left to go, as the Tigers looking to avoid losing their 3rd straight game. Doesn't get any easier for them after this. They get Lincoln coming up on Thursday night. Halling goes with a 15-footer from the mid-range, and that's left short. Rebound from Moore. Was almost chased down by Halling. Moore feels the pressure, gets away from it. She finds Riley Benson on the near side, attacks towards the free throw line. Lob pass back out opposite end for Isabel Moore. Will reset with Riley Benson between the circles. Finds Emma Ronsick with 20 on the shot clock. Working against Sydney Halling with the left-handed dribble. A foul is called on Sydney Halling off the reach-in. In terms of team fouls now, that is the 16th foul for the Tigers. So really not that bad of a foul with 1:44 to go because of the fact that's the last foul to give. So every other foul here, if Harrisburg needs to, they can get into that foul game situation. It would be bonus free throws for O'Gorman. 137 and counting. Regulation 40-33, the 7-point advantage for O'Gorman as Benson lost control partly, was pivoting around, and a foul will again be charged against the Tigers and charged on Autumn Steffen. So that puts Riley Benson at the free throw line. O'Gorman trending in the right direction, looking to notch their 7th win in a row. The bonus free throw for Benson missed off the left side of the rim. Score remains a 7-point lead for the Lady Knights. Hauling down the middle of the floor. Cuts right side, overhead pass, back to the high top, gets it right back, togs up the 3, missed it left. Offensive board for Phipps, was tangled up, and they're going to call the travel. She was tied up with Riley Benson. Great defense from Benson. Phipps wanted the call against Riley Benson on a foul. They don't call it. Said they call it great defense. 1:12 left to play. O'Gorman down the floor as Emma Ronsick has the ball ripped out of her hands from Autumn Steffen. Another jump ball is called, and the Tigers will get it right back. Isabel Moore will check back in for O'Gorman, replacing Riley Benson. It's the only time that these two teams have played against each other during the course of the regular season. Sydney Halling checks out. Probably one of those things moving forward where you could potentially see Harrisburg playing against the Sioux Falls teams twice on a home and home, just depending on the schedule, as a 3 ball is up from Phipps, missed it right. Rebound from McCoy. McCoy pivots around, has the ball stripped away, and they call a jump ball. Oh, Ugofsky had it, ripped it right out of the hands of McCoy, turned around and had an easy 2, and the late whistle came in, and they call it a jump ball, which will keep the ball with O'Gorman. 54.6 seconds left in regulation. Jump pass into the backcourt for Isabel Moore. Is quadruple teamed at the half-court line. Finds a Coy to Ronsick. Back out again for Kunkel, resetting with Hermanson. Tigers have to foul, and now they will with Sydney Halling. And Carly Kunkel will go to the free throw line. So that's number 4 on Halling. They get Kunkel to the free throw line, who has 5 points tonight, but she's 0 of 2 from the free throw line, so not a bad situation here for Harrisburg in terms of how the game has gone tonight. Just a 1-and-1, and she sinks the first. Makes it an 8-point lead, 41-33. One more opportunity. As Kunkel looking to go 2 of 2, and she does, straight through. 42-33. Tigers got to move really quick. Steffen pushes the pace with Holling. Down the near side. Lob pass over for Ugowski. He's kind of given free rein from McCoy. She drills the 2, and it prompts a timeout. Just a 30-second timeout as Ugowski notched her 8th point tonight. And for Harrisburg, up and down their entire lineup tonight, no player has hit double digits in terms of points. Breckley Honor with the team lead with 9, Ugowski and Phipps both with 8 so far. Outside of that, you're looking at 5 points for Kiki Burnt, and then 3 for Autumn Steffen. That's been about it for the Tigers in terms of the 35 on the board. But usually you see throughout the course of the season for Harrisburg with 13 points on average for Ugowski, looking at 8 for Holling. Usually a little bit more is put on the board for a team that averages 50 per game. Off the mark tonight by 15 points. And where they stand right now, the 35 that's on the board, that is tied with their last outing against Aberdeen Central, who was ranked as the #1 team in girls AA. They only scored 35 in the last game, and as it stands right now, that's where they're at. Been a rough stretch with the loss against Mitchell, loss against Aberdeen Central. The ball tipped out of bounds on the attempted inbound from Mackenzie Hermanson. These two teams here tonight trending in opposite directions. O'Gorman on the verge of winning 7 in a row. Harrisburg could drop 3 in a row. The lob pass for Ronsick, tipped around, saved by Moore, lobs it down to Okoye, and Okoye goes up for the 2 and probably the dagger. So Okoye gets her 8th point of the game. Tigers just cut down the middle of the floor. Going up for this shot from the right block was Phipps. And Phipps, again, can't connect. Okoye came down with the ball, and now they'll walk to the far side of the floor as Okoye will go to the free throw line. 44-35. Kiki Burnt will check back in for Janai Ugowski. So Okoye to the free throw line. And the 1-and-1 situation hits off the back of the rim. Score remains the 44-35, and Okoye comes up with a big block on Sydney Holling. Tigers back off, 10 seconds to go. Hermanson will hand it back to Carly Kunkel, and the game is over from Harrisburg. Another tough outing tonight for the Harrisburg Tigers as the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Lady Knights come into Harrisburg's gym and come up with a victory. 44-35 O'Gorman with 7 wins in a row now. Harrisburg losing their last 3 and has put 35 points on the board the last 2 times over in their last 2 outings. That does it from Harrisburg. O'Gorman with the victory. Your